When people think of ramen, they often think of Japanese cuisine, but the reality is it's actually a classic Japanese twist on Chinese cuisine. This is why you sometimes hear the words chuka soba and ramen used interchangeably, but they both refer to Chinese noodles. And this week at Ramen Walker Kitchen, we are celebrating that Chinese origin of ramen. Usually when a chef comes to Ramen Walker Kitchen, they tend to have quite a refined menu with just 1 or 2 different bowls available. But this week we have a whole slew of items on the menu. It was kind of hard to choose what I wanted to go with this week, but I went with the osusume, which means the recommendation. The recommended bowl this week was the agenegi ramen, and that just means deep fried onion ramen. And the onion was such a great flavor, so stay tuned.
Usually in these videos, I put all the focus on the bowl of ramen that I try that week, but I would like to first make a point of saying that the work by Yamanishi-san is wonderful. This is a chef who is not only passionate about ramen, but passionate about food. I previously tried a nabayaki ramen by him earlier this year and also tried some of the other dishes on offer this week, off camera. Every meal Yamanishi-san makes is made with care, and he excellently melds food concepts into all of his dishes.
Yamanishi-san has actually been to Ramen Walker Kitchen quite a few times. When I first met him at Ramen Walker Kitchen, he was introduced to me as the ramen magician because he has made over 500 different recipes of ramen in his career. And he has a distinct love for Chinese food.
Now onto the bowl.
And here we are.
This week's ramen had the fried onion at the forefront of the dish. If you have tried deep fried onion and enjoy the flavour, this will feel right at home. I thoroughly enjoyed the little crispy bits of onion throughout, and it matched perfectly with the shoyu based broth. If you are not into fried onion, there was of course a more typical shoyu ramen on offer too. In addition, shio broth variations were also available. In terms of ingredients, the char siu this week was a very ramen-like char siu. I know this is a bowl of ramen, but when you think of that classic char siu flavour and tenderness, this is what you would imagine. Excellent execution and great taste. The flavoured egg this week was super soft. It literally split apart in my chopsticks, leading to an embarrassing splash on my part. It wasn't a creamy yolk per se, but it still had a great soft texture and flavour. What I loved about this bowl was having the bean sprouts alongside my noodles. A smidge of crunch always goes down well in my books, and the bean sprouts helped blend with the noodles and create an overall tasty experience. These straight noodles were slightly on the thicker side and were very enjoyable with this broth. I wish I had the chance to try this week's hiyashi ramen or cold noodle ramen, but it did look incredible. Lastly, on the side, I also had some pieces of karaage or deep fried chicken. This karaage was both crunchy on the skin and wonderfully juicy on the inside. I enjoyed it a lot, even if my love for karaage led to me burning the top of my mouth many times, a result of me being impatient. When speaking with Yamanishi-san, we lamented that I wasn't able to drink any beer with this ramen. Having this kind of bowl with a drink would truly be a match made in heaven, but after all, I was on the clock. I thoroughly enjoyed this event celebrating the Chinese side of ramen, and while I didn't get to try the entire menu, the little tasters of the dishes I did try off camera were a great selection of Chinese-inspired dishes, and I thoroughly enjoyed everything that I tried.
千葉県のコンメンというラーメン屋の山西です。どうもどうも。今回はね、テーマは町中華。日本人がね、昔から日本人に愛された大衆食堂っていうかね、気軽に入れる庶民の食堂ですよね。はい。それをここでやってます。その楽しみといえばいろんな種類がある。いろんなものが食べられる。で選べる楽しさ、値段も安めで、気軽に食べられるっていうのがいいですよね。気軽に美味しく。それが特徴ですね。今町中華っていうものが減ってきてるんですよね。少なくなってきてます。それがちょっと寂しくて、昔から最近のね新しいラーメンももちろんいいんだけど、昔からのラーメンももちろん素晴らしいんですよ。それをねなんか伝えたいなと思ってね。町中華っていうのはね、日本の文化なんですよね。それをねやっぱり行ってみて ほしいですね。行ってみて食べて楽しんでもらいたいです。
Thank you very much for watching this week's Japan Love Walker. If you made it to the end, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.